Hi. I've been a bit quiet this week because my leg is on the blink again. I can't walk properly at the moment. It's so basic, isn't it, being able to walk, and it's a terrible nuisance when it happens, but we just have to deal with these things. But I wanted to release a reel this week anyway, not about politics, although it's been quite amusing to watch the Tories continue to fall to bits, even though they're meant to be on holiday. But I thought I'd do something about something completely different. And this week I was thinking, it's nearly a quarter of a century, another 18 months, and it'll be a quarter of a century since my dad died. So I thought I'd tell a little story around what happened then. Now, I'm not religious. I don't believe in, religion, hippie stuff. Any mumbo jumbo really is not my scene. But nevertheless, this is what happened. It's probably about the spookiest thing that's ever happened to me, to be quite honest. So when my dad died, about 2-3 weeks after he died, I went to Hong Kong for various reasons. And I was staying in the YMCA, which is right by the peninsula. If you don't want to pay peninsula prices, stay at the YMCA because it's just a regular hotel, and you can always pop into Peninsula for tea, and you're in the same location basically, which is in Salisbury Road, which is very convenient for getting the ferry across the island, or wandering into Hong Kong, Kowloon side. But anyway, I was staying there and I wandered onto Lock Road, and in those days there was a famous bookshop in Lock Road. It's sort of just by the peninsula, called Swindon Bookshop. And I thought, I didn't have much to do. I thought I'd wander in there and have a look round. And this very book here, caught my eye. Now, a couple of weeks before Dad died, he started opening up a bit about his experiences in the RAF during World War II. And at the end of World War II, the very end, he was based in Bihar in northeast India, and he was flying RAF Dakotas, DC-3s. And as soon as the Japanese surrendered, they were ordered into Hong Kong. And he told me this story about how they got to Hong Kong. I don't know how they got there. Singapore, Saigon, maybe, Hanoi. I don't know what route they took. But they got to Hong Kong and they were immediately told to take off again because there was a typhoon coming. So they were told to go and shelter on Hainan Island, which I imagine was all okay because it's probably a nationalist place then. It's before the communist takeover of China, of course, we're talking late 1945, and it's before the nationalists and the communists fought it out, and the nationalists retreated to Taiwan and the communists took over mainland China. And he told me that when they got back, they got the all clear, they waited in Hainan, they got the all clear, flew back. And when they got back, there were all these wrecked Sunderlands in the bay. And I saw this book. I was in Hong Kong. My father had just died. He'd just told me this story. And so I picked this book up and I opened it, and it happened to fall open at this page. And there is a wrecked Sunderland from the typhoon that he was talking about. So I'm not a great believer in coincidences either, but there it is. And my dad could remembered this so well, like he remembered all the Japanese prisoners marching around and all that stuff. In those days, Kai Tak, it didn't even have a runway going out into sea like it was built later. They were taking off east-west, as it were, so you had problems with mountains and what have you. But there it is, and there's another photo of Sunderland flying over Hong Kong. Spitfires. Yeah. So, very spooky, eh? How could I not buy the book? I had to buy the book. And here it is, one of my most treasured possessions. But I must admit, I was slightly in shock when I left because it was all so much of a coincidence, you know. Anyway, that's it. That's my little Hong Kong story. See you later.